Blistering cold outside, but this one's heating up inside because one of the top teams in the state of Michigan has taken the court in Auburn Hills. The Yellow Jackets of Avondale are in the house to take on the Cougars of Stoney Creek here on the Prep. Glad to have you along. My name is Chad Bush alongside Evan Stockton. Evan, tonight we've got a treat and a chance to see this Avondale team play. We've seen some of the other top teams in the state. I know you're excited for this matchup.
Yeah.
What is it about Avondale that is all the rage right now in this state?
So when you follow any level of basketball, high school, college, pro, what wins when it matters? Depth. Because if you have one great player, cool, but if he stinks or she stinks that night, you're not going to win a championship. Avondale's balanced. You got to start 5. They say we really got 7 starters. Yes, they have some high-level talent, but the depth, Chad, I'm excited to watch it tonight because I think they're going to get in games where they're going to be tested and that depth can get them to the finish line.
Avondale ranked in the top 7, 8 in the state, depending on who you look at, but they're one of the best in a wide-open state in the state of Michigan. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's the Cougars who will have their hands full tonight on the road. Your thoughts on the Cougars in this matchup?
Selfishly, we like Stoney Creek because their coaching staff, very friendly, very easy to deal with, and very good people. As it comes to this matchup tonight, do they match up size-wise? Yes, Rangi is always a problem inside. Can they match up athletically? We'll find out. But as we're about to hear from their head coach who we just spoke to, they played a lot of close games. This year was a foundational year for their program. A win tonight would prove a lot as they continue to build under a first-year head coach.
All right, we've got a great one. Glad you're with us. More to come on Full Court Prep right after this.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Always a pleasure for us to cover Stoney Creek and their head coach, Marko Tomic, joining us again. Coach, we had you guys last week. Heck of a game at the Arena. On the coldest night of the year, you guys in Rochester play a game that literally came down to the last shot. Then you turn around a few days later, and you drop a close one to Lake Orion. First off with that game a couple of nights ago, you guys had a lead in the fourth quarter. How'd it get away the other night?
I'll continually say it. We've said it probably 5 times already as a staff and as a team. We actually needed a loss like that. We haven't lost one like that yet. Fourth quarter, we're up as much as 11 with about 6 to go. We allowed 6 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. We were settling for good shots instead of great shots in that stretch, and to be honest, we relaxed. We relaxed when we were up. We can never be that type of team. So reflecting on that game taught us a lot. Obviously, it was tough coming off of a Rochester Crosstown loss and then going into this, but a lot to learn from it. So we're taking positives away.
You know, you guys come into this game with a 9-6 record. 5 of those 6 losses are by 10 points or less, and then half of those 6 losses, 3 of them are by 4 points or less, including each of your last 3 losses. You guys are right there. There's this old sports cliche of you got to learn how to win before you can win big. As a first-year head coach, do you believe in that cliche? Do you think that's what's going on with your group right now?
Absolutely. When we look at our losses this season, 5 or 6 losses come against really sought-after. Really, all 6 of our losses come against teams that are just really thought of very highly in the basketball community, right?
Yep.
So a lot of great coaches. Losing a Coach Avola twice. Jeff Jason's an amazing coach. Coach Jose at Lake Orion. Like, I could go on and on. So being able to take stuff from those losses and also understand that we're not losing to bad teams. You know, like, we're playing a schedule that Stoney Creek isn't used to playing, and that's something that we're trying to use to our advantage, right? Prep us for playoffs, get us better individually, and we take something away from every win and loss. Schedule doesn't get easier. We probably have the toughest 2-game stretch out of pretty much anybody in the state right now, Avondale and Brother Rice. That'll be a good 2-game stretch to really get some things measured for us and take some things away, good and bad, and to focus on things that we want to improve on. So
it's human nature. When we all work hard, like a sports team does throughout a year, we want results. We want to see good things. So when bad things happen, it's hard not to get frustrated. So with your group, playing a very good team in Avondale tonight, easily top 10 in the state, something top 5. How do you, after 2 straight tough losses, keep the group's confidence up preparing another tough challenge?
Going into this one, the mentality we're taking is exactly that. If they're thought of so highly, and rightfully so, obviously, they're positionally so balanced and they're athletic and they share the ball, like they're thought of highly for a reason. But us going into this game, our motto is if nobody is expecting this to be, a close one, let's say, why not make it competitive? Why not dominate multiple categories of this game and focus on ourselves more than anything? Like, this is one of the first games this season, I'll tell you, that we're focusing on us more than the opponent from a scouting standpoint. We have 7 games left leading into districts to get better at everything we feel we need to as a staff and as a team. So going into this one, really, we're trying to play with as least pressure as possible and just enjoying the moment out there. Like, this is a stretch that we have to be grateful for. Like, this stretch is going to help us a lot when it comes down to the stretch and playoffs. So
in this game, what's one specific schematic area you're focused on as a group?
Rebounding the basketball. As funny as that sounds, out of our 6 losses, I might have said 5 earlier, but out of our 6 losses, I would say every single loss we've probably been like, man, if we just dominated the glass a little more, we would have won that game. And then now I sit back here and think as a coach, why don't we just work on rebounding the whole 2 hours of practice? So for us, focusing on that area, because that's something that comes, we believe, from the heart and from effort, and we could rep it all we want, but at the end of the day, we have to take care of business on both ends. So allowing us to rebound the basketball limits their possessions. Limiting their possessions also helps us control the game a little bit more. So that's really the biggest area we're focusing on in this game.
Well, you guys run a lot of zone, and as a Syracuse alum, I've seen a lot of 2-3 zone in his life. I know it's sometimes tough to rebound out of a zone, so I can appreciate hearing that from you. We always appreciate covering you guys. Should be a great matchup tonight. Stoney Creek and Avondale. Marco Tomic, the former De La Salle pilot, now head coach of Stoney Creek. Appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Avondale High School as we get set for Avondale taking on Stoney Creek, and it's head coach Aaron Fox, who's led one of the hottest teams in the state of Michigan this year. Some folks surprised, some folks not. They're 15-1 and on some kind of a roll. Congratulations on the success so far.
Appreciate it.
You're a first-year head coach here, but you've been here 5 years.
Yep.
How much did those 4 years as an assistant prepare you for this moment with this team?
Oh man, they definitely developed me, a ton these past 4 years as the assistant, and then this year as well. The last 2 years with Jarrett, he's just a wealth of knowledge. He's just someone that we would talk every day, for 30 minutes to an hour every day, just talking about offense, defense. I mean, he's definitely a huge mentor for me, and just kind of seeing what we've done to the culture. We kind of were, hand in hand doing it together. So just having that over the past, 3 years, just being in lockstep with someone has really helped me in my first year here at Avondale as head coach.
When you watch your team on the court, you can tell there is a culture here, and it's ingrained. Tell us about that culture.
Yeah, so our culture that we put together, back when Jarrett started, 3 years ago now, was cut. It's a cut culture. So it's character, unity, toughness, and that's kind of the embodiment of what we are. Character, they're student athletes, so they're students first. They got to have the behavior right, and then just be men, young men of character. And then unity, obviously playing together, that you can see that with the way that we play, defense and offense, just playing together, playing for one, playing for the school. And then toughness is what we come down to. I mean, we're trying to be, defensive dogs. I said it to Evan earlier, but we're trying to be defensive dogs, turn the ball over, get out in transition, and then just really flow into offense with using our athleticism and keep that pressure on the defense. So that's, our motto right there, character, unity, toughness.
And the defense has led to offense a lot for you guys this year. That has happened. But really, the second layer of that is that when you do have to play half-court offense, you've been very unselfish and efficient.
Yep.
And it's been very impressive. Talk about the offense and the flow and the character of the team and the camaraderie.
Yeah. So obviously our first, trying to score is in transition. And what we say is if we don't get anything from a transition advantage, then we're looking to flow into our different actions. So we have different actions within our offense that trigger, different movements and different things out of that. And then from that, we're just putting continuous pressure. So they have, we know that, if we have a drive, then we have a cut on the opposite side. We know we have certain guys that are more spacers that are shooting, or guys that are more cutters, or guys setting back screens. So they know their role, exactly how they're supposed to be playing it. And once we get out in transition, we just look to have continuous pressure on the defense. So they don't really have a break, and that's what allows us to find, good clean shots. Is because we're constantly just looking for the next thing, the next, gap to attack, the next pass to make, and they're just so unselfish that we just move the ball around so fast, and we find a lot of opportunities to, make the defense pay. Especially a lot of teams that we play that like to trap and throw run and jumps. That's something that we've seen a lot so far this year, and so it's just finding that right pass and being strong with the basketball.
You guys didn't really come out of the woodworks. I mean, 16 wins the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, people in the know kind of could see this thing coming.
Yep.
Did you see this coming, though?
I did. Me and Jared had conversations last year of, how we think, last year's team will compare to this team upcoming. And for us, for me specifically, I was like, man, we just got some guys that can play defense. Like, we don't really have a weak spot on defense. So I think it will be a different team makeup because last year we had a little bit more shooting and offense, whereas this year, I mean, we obviously have been scoring and finding good looks, but we had 2 really good shooters last year, whereas this year, we got Max, who's a really good shooter. And then we got guys that are definitely capable shooters and good shooters. But DJ last year, Jordan last year, those guys were, they could go off for 10 threes in a game. So it's just a different team makeup. But I felt very, very positive about this team because of the defense. The defense is that's kind of the biggest thing for me. And I was like, man, if we got 5 guys that are guarding defensively, then we're going to get out in transition. We're going to get buckets in a different way. So I kind of felt this was coming, but, it's good to see it, come together on the court.
Let's talk about tonight's matchup. You've got a Stoney Creek team that comes in with a first-year head coach as well.
Yep.
I know you've studied them on film, on paper. Well, some folks might say, all right, well, Avondale's a big favorite in this one.
Yep.
What do you see in this matchup when you look a little deeper into it? What might concern you?
Yeah, I mean, they run around and do their traps. They are working really, really hard. So they are flying around trying to turn you over. And so we just got to be, ready to counteract that by playing fast as well. But, we don't want to overlook anyone. It doesn't matter that we're in different leagues. Any team can come in and knock us out at any point, so we just have to continue playing our brand of basketball. And we know Stoney's a capable team. They're a good team that can come in here and definitely, put a wrench in our win streak right now. But, we're going to come out and play our game and continue to play the right way. So
that's Aaron Fox leading Avondale, top 10 team in the state tonight against Stoney Creek. Hey, thanks so much for having us out. Appreciate the time, and all the best on the line.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, back with more as we roll on in the Preps coverage of the Friday night game of the week. Back with more after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
My time to shine. Took over. Got it. Splash. And that will put some dogs on it. They were having a lot of fun, ditching it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back. The number 3 team in the Prep Top 10 poll this week is Avondale. They'll take on Stoney Creek. Let's meet the starters for the Cougars under first-year head coach Marco Tomic. It'll be Brozy Telagatis at the point guard spot. And in the backcourt, along with him, is Anthony Arlinghouse, the junior guard. Jack Friedenberg is the big boy in the middle at 6'5", along with Ernie Backus at the other wing at 6'2". And Quinton Rangi, their top scorer, the 6'5" forward for Marco Tomic and Stoney Creek, who comes in at 9-6 on the year, 2-4 out of the OAA White. Now then, let's meet the starters for the Avondale Yellow Jackets. Avondale comes in 15-1 on the year, 8-0, and number one in that tough OAA Red, led by first-year head coach Aaron Fox. And they're led by Jacoby Loris, the senior at 6'5", puts up 15.5 points per game. Max Mall, the transfer from Rochester, 11 points per contest. Noah Bonds, along with Jaden Bourgeois at 14 points per game. Caleb Ross is the point guard. Evan Stockton, we're set to go. Your thoughts on this one?
I'm excited to see the depth of Avondale. We've heard a lot about them. They start these 5, they play 6 or 7. And that's their best shooter. Rare to see him miss. Chad Max Mall to start the ballgame.
He's been on some kind of run. Is Max Mall, how about it? 46 three-point makes to lead the club, 27 offers. And they'll keep the basketball as the rebound was on the end line. Not this time. Rangi has it. After 2 misses, here comes Stoney Creek in a scoreless game.
So important for Stoney to get off to a good start. When you're playing a great team, you just have to hang in the fight. You got to pick your head up in the fourth quarter and have a chance.
Backus for 3 from the corner, and that's the fast start you mentioned, sir, on point. 3-0, the Road Cougars lead.
Ernie will play college basketball somewhere. His dad's 6'8". He's going to keep growing, and that shot is beautiful.
Sure is. He's straight across from us now. Former Country Day Yellow Jacket. Southpaw 3 from the corner, and the answer is no good. 0 for 3 from the floor to start. That was Loris, their best.
He's listed at 6'5", but he plays 6'7" because that afro adds some height. We are in Auburn Hills. Ben Wallace used to play here with an afro. I'm glad there's a hoops player in Auburn Hills who still has an afro. It warms my heart.
Fear the fro. All right, Rangi in the paint. Floater up and good, and it's 5-0 Stoney Creek. And a fast start indeed for Marco Tomic's boys. That's Rangi, their top scorer. Nursing a bit of a groin earlier this week. The defense mixed up a bit tonight, as we will see. Second chance opportunity, floater's good. Count it for the 14.5 points per game, Bourgeois.
That was an important basket for Avondale. You can tell they're not used to the Stoney Creek defense right now. Marco Tomic and his club have done a really nice job making Avondale look uncomfortable a couple minutes in.
It's a man-to-man Avondale defense. They hang their hat on their defense. And it'll be a challenge for guys like Telagatis to handle it. Rangi says, give me that rock. He gets it stripped. Ball on the floor. Getting dirty is Caleb Ross. And we've got a tie-up, and it'll stay here, but not without a dog fight.
Look, Rangi is very athletic for 6'5". He's an outstanding tennis player. But when you can flash Bourgeois at him and get that athleticism coming at you, it's just flat tough for a 6'5" guy. I like the adjustment early on from Aaron Fox. Yeah, Stoney Creek is utilizing their size, so we'll throw our athleticism at him.
Rangi to the rack, and he's fouled going up. And Stoney Creek's got a chance to go up a touchdown, or excuse me, get their 7th point already just a couple minutes in. Here's the rip and drive, and Rangi aggressive early, Evan.
Yeah, like we said, he's remarkably athletic. Had the chance to cover him on the prep a couple of times this year. He's part of the reason why they almost sprung the upset at the arena against Rochester last Friday night. When they needed big buckets, Quentin was giving it to him time and again in the second half last week.
This is the best tennis player in Stoney Creek history, and he splits the pair 6-2. On the run, wasting no time is Ross. He'll kick to the corner. Mall for 3. That's an air ball. Telagatis with a rebound, and here comes Stoney Creek +4 with 5.5 to go in the first. Around man-to-man defense, it's Backus, already a 3. Telagatis for 3. Splash City for the two-sport football basketball kid. And it's a 7-point lead for Stoney Creek.
I absolutely love this start. You can tell how well coached and prepared they were coming into this game. They look like the team that's 15-1.
Yep. It's a 4-out, 1-in offense, and that is rejected by Rangi. Recovered by the Yellow Jackets. Time and space created, but a second shot chance it won't happen here. Rebound pulled off by Stoney.
If Stoney Creek scores here, Avondale needs a timeout. They do not look confident or comfortable at all.
Backus in the mid post will back it out to Rangi, the 6'5" guard. 95 tennis victories in his career. The best to do it. He's pretty good at basketball too. Rip drive, Arlinghouse. A patient offense right now against this sticky defense for Avondale.
This is such a good possession for Stoney Creek. We are on the road at one of the best teams in the state, and we got the lead. We are not forcing. There is no shot clock. Let's wait for the right shot.
Patiently moving it to the left wing. Arlinghouse will back it out. Rangi, with half the quarter gone, holds it with a 7-point lead. Upset alert in Auburn Hills. Backus. Drive, step back, 18-footer, no. A second chance won't happen here. Rebound pulled off by Loris on the push. Attack. And 2 free throws coming for Jaden Bourgeois.
This is going to be fascinating to watch now for Avondale, Chad, because we asked their coaching staff in the lead up to this game, you guys got a lot of depth, but you're going to play a lot of important games coming up here. When you need a moment, when you need a bucket, who's going to get it? Right now, they need buckets. They can't score. So let's follow who they're going to now when they need points. Bourgeois just got his first crack on that drive.
Yeah, he's been so good. He's half brothers with a point guard, Caleb. And this guy is one of the best on defense. And it's been the offense, Evan, that's come on this year. It hasn't been something he's always had, but that defense has traveled with him time and time again.
Yeah, and again, that's what we led the broadcast talking about. Avondale has the pieces to win big games. You win big games with defense and depth.
Delagatis back topside for Friedenberg. And the patient offense with a 6-point lead for Stoney Creek. 9-6 on the year, 2-4 out of the OAA White. Give and go hook shot rejected. Swatted out of there by Noah Bonds, the 6'5" senior. Maul on the drive. It's a unselfish, patient offense as well for Avondale. But they've settled for a lot of threes, and this time it pays off. Noah Bonds cashes in, and he cuts the lead in half.
That's a big shot. Here's why. You can see Stoney Creek defensively is flashing 2 at Maul every time. Avondale's best scorer, their best shooter. So somebody else has to make an outside shot so Maul stops getting double teamed. Bonds had to hit that 3, and he did it.
Stoney Creek handles the midcourt trap and pressure and now backs it out again. And Rangi will work it against Loris. Into the paint, forces it up, off the rim and in. It's that soft touch from the senior that quenches again. Cougars +5.
That was a huge basket. And Maul with an almost sloppy turnover. Rangi had to get that basket. Stoney Creek has got to keep their confidence up here. Any Avondale runs have to be squelched quickly.
A little bit of a matchup zone. We knew Marco Tomic would muck it up. They run him off the 3-point line. Shot missed. And Rangi now on the run. Stoney Creek has numbers. 2-on-1. Kick to the corner. Telagatis thought about it and thought better of it. +5 for the road team, Stoney Creek Cougars, here on the prep with 100 seconds to go in the first.
Rangi likes this ISO here on Maul. He's going right at it.
Gives it up now to Backus. They give him space. He pulls up, heels out, no. Tap back into the hands of Maul. Maxwell on the move. Up to Loris. Loris in the paint, nowhere to go. Topside 3, Ross. Heel out, no good. And cleaned up by Stoney's Joey Miller, who's checked in.
Scouting report for Stoney Creek clearly was make Avondale make shots. They've hit about 2 of them so far in this game.
And they've done a great job of not allowing second and third chances as well for this very good offensive rebounding team. Rangi plays bully ball. He gets it punched back in his face. 2-on-1 on the attack, down the avenue and good. And this is how Avondale likes to do it. And they did it with Ross, the sophomore.
Oh, look at this athleticism. How about it?
Ross on the defensive end, and there it translates to offense and a bourgeois finish. And don't look now, it's a 1-point game.
Like we said, size advantage Stoney, athleticism Avondale.
Telagatis drives, heels out, no second chance, not coming. Picked up by Ross. The lead for the Yellow Jackets has happened. 12-11 on a 6-0 run. And watch out, here comes the wave.
Well, how did we say it? The scouting report for Stoney Creek, make Avondale make shots. It's not hard to make shots when they're 2-footers.
Shot at the buzzer, no good, and that's how the first quarter ends. With a lot of heat inside and a run by the Jackets to finish it off and regain that lead.
Impressive to see the fight back from Avondale because they were hurting real bad for much of that first quarter, but their athleticism shows up, gets them some easy points, and blink your eyes, and they got the lead.
Everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Yes, the Cougars out of Division I. Public co-ed, 1,686 students, lost to Adams in the district finals. And there was that 2015-16 team that went 19-3. And how about an alum? How about Eric Fisher, the former #1 overall pick from Central Michigan, a former Stoney Creek Cougar on the football side. On the basketball side, they've had some guys as well. Trevor Smith, Trey Walker come to mind, but there's been others. But this is a program that's trying to get their basketball program elite into the next level, and that's why they hired Marko Tomic.
And it's why the athletic director is Todd Negosian. That guy's not going to have a bad basketball program at his school.
No, he's not. Shout out to Brian Anderson as well, the former AD who hired Tomic. As we get a whistle and a foul in the paint. And is it 2 shots or ball out of bounds? It's 2 shots coming. And it's Jacoby Loris, line left, Evan, who just seemed to will his way in the paint.
Yeah, so Avondale was down by as many as 9 in the first quarter, but they're on this run here because they've realized that, boys, we're not hitting a lot of outside shots in this game, but we have the athleticism to, A, create turnovers, B, turn those turnovers into touchdowns, or in this case, layups and 2 points.
That's it. Free throw up and good. So 7 points for Bourgeois at the end of the first, 5 for Rangi. And we'll see how they handle the pressure to the Cougars. That's what Avondale does so well. Rip, drive, float, rim off, no. But a confident play by Joey Miller. And here come the Yellow Jackets on the move. To the cutter, Bourgeois laying good. And here come the Jackets starting to sting it home, getting in that groove.
And Marko Tomic immediately feeling what I'm feeling over here. This game's starting to get away from him. He's got 2 of his best players, Backus and Rangi, about to check back in because right now there's not a lot of confident shots by Stoney Creek because Avondale's defense, they are turning up that burner.
You bet. So substitutions, as you mentioned, Vetriano will check out along with Miller. A couple quick substitutions. All right, here comes Rangi left to right, their top scorer. One-on-one working against the big fella, Dakari Fields, the 6'6", 230 sophomore. Here's that matchup again. Rangi takes him, glasses him, no good. And the rebound ripped down by Anthony Burton. And a travel in the backcourt by Avondale.
I'm not usually in the prediction business, but I'm going to make one here real quick. Rangi just realized I can get by Fields. The turnover by Avondale directly after a miss where Rangi just figured out I can take 34 athletically. They should try to switch him back onto him and let Rangi get back to the rim.
Off the bounce, they did make a switch. Backus back out to Arlinghouse, and now Rangi in the weave. Kick to the corner, Rainbow 3, no. And an offensive rebound by Isaac Pipus. Kick out, Backus 3 to make it hurt, no. And Rangi couldn't hold on to it. Avondale survives a couple of attempts.
Yeah, that's a good possession, though, for Stoney Creek. They can build confidence off of that.
Loris, deep dish down low to Fields, and we've got a tie-up, and it will go the other way. Possession arrow goes the way of Stoney Creek.
Right now, the key for Stoney Creek offensively is 15 Rangi's just more athletic than anybody has Avondale, specifically inside. I'm telling you, right now the facet for Stoney Creek, the focus should be we're running the offense through 15, like they are right now.
Rangi had it poked away. It was Jaden Bourgeois who came sprinting in to tap that thing away. There's just nothing easy defensively against Avondale. They're just real gritty. And a sound defense under first-year head coach Aaron Fox.
And they got to play that way because they're not the biggest team in the world. So they win games, as you're seeing right now, because they're really athletic, and they got a nice core group of players.
Backus, and that's an offensive foul. A little hold for Backus, and that will be his first, and that's a turnover in this 4-point game right now.
Nah, I don't see a lot there. I think we wave that thing off and keep moving. That's tough luck for Ernie. That's actually his second.
Nickel dimer.
Yeah, that is a nickel dimer, and this is a big decision for Marko Tomic. He's leaving his best outside shooter in the game right now with 2 fouls.
Oh, that is his second. Maul, Deeks, shoots, no good, but saved by the big fella Fields. Part of the foundation in the future of that sophomore class, along with Caleb Ross. Ball is stolen away by Backus. Took it away from Bourgeois. Rangi to the corner, 3 ball, no good. Off the mark from Arlinghouse. And a turnover for Avondale. Nope, they're going to say it was tipped out. It'll stay here.
You know, I like what Stoney Creek's doing offensively. They're getting good looks. Just not hitting those good looks. As for Avondale, go back to what you did well. Get inside. It's been proven tonight. It's just not your shooting night so far, especially for Max Maul. This has been weird to see him struggle.
It's a Cougar team that's played in a lot of tight games. They're in a tough stretch right now. They've got Avondale tonight. They got Brother Rice coming up, but they've had some steals and a stop, and this is led by Rangi. Open Backus. Some handles, the drive, the lefty, no good. Cleaned up by Bourgeois on the run. Maul trying to get something rolling. 945 points in his career. It goes back to Rochester. And Bourgeois lost it out of bounds, and Stoney's doing something defensively that's got the Bees a little bit buzzed.
Bourgeois lost the ball specifically because Avondale is trying to get the ball inside. They are pressing in that effort. Stoney Creek runs a zone. It can sometimes be tough playing against a zone. You don't see it all the time. That time, Bourgeois tries to do this little hop step into the lane, but in the process, he lost the ball. I'm telling you, man, Stoney Creek has a great game plan. They have come to play. Now it's just frankly about can they make enough shots to keep Avondale at bay and keep it close at halftime.
Stoney Creek yet to score in this second frame. Fine job defensively for Avondale. Backus finds the corner, 3 ball on the way, and that's Millen Porwall, the lightly used junior who we have not seen in the other 2 contests, and he cuts the lead to 1.
Someone's got to make a shot. Big one. Needed it because Stoney Creek's been getting good looks in this quarter. They just flat haven't made those shots.
No, they haven't. Avondale has been firing it from the 3-point line as well. Cut off at the mid-post and discombobulated out of bounds. Avondale a bit confused with this matchup zone right now that Stoney Creek is throwing at them. It's working.
The sign of a good coach, they used to say this about Bill Belichick all the time when he coached the Patriots, was he was going to take your best thing away. And you were going to have to beat his team not doing what you were normally good at. Stoney Creek has taken away, for the most part, Avondale's athleticism tonight. They are making them an outside shooting team. And Avondale, aside from a stretch in the first quarter, if we're being blunt about it, has not countered well.
No, they haven't. Rangi floats it up and scores it. Oh, my. Used to crushing around that yellow ball. He can do just fine with that tan ball, too. He finds an angle and gets it in. What a geometry play.
If Stoney Creek makes Rangi essentially their point guard tonight, I think they win.
3 ball from the corner. Smooth looking left-handed J for the top scorer. That's Loris for 3, the 6'5 lefty.
You know, by his standards, his scoring down tonight, again, one of those shots that Avondale just needs to see go in.
Yep. That one's taken away. Again, right in the middle of it is Loris. Jacoby Loris leads them in points, rebounds, tied in assists, does it all for them. But right now, Avondale trying to find their way offensively. It's a very unselfish offense that relies on the transition. But right now, it's all about the 3 from Loris, who's netted the last 2 triples.
What have we talked about with Avondale? These guys have depth. They are balanced. Bourgeois and Loris have taken their turns resuscitating their offense.
Dribble drive, kick back out to Porwall. And now, Telagatis running back on the football team. Back to Porwall, pressured. Little trap. Brosey says, I got your back, bro.
This ball needs to get in the hands of Rangi. I know they got Loris on him, and that's a tough athletic matchup. 15's got to get the ball here.
Telagatis drives and travels. That'll be waved off. It was made, but there was a shuffle of the shoes and a long possession that ends in a turnover for Stoney Creek.
And Rangi never touched the ball. If you're Stoney Creek, that's unacceptable. He's got to touch the basketball. But, to be fair, it's a very nice coaching adjustment by Aaron Fox for Avondale as he's put Loris on Rangi defensively, and Rangi never even got a touch.
We'll see how the counter comes on this side. It's been a hot corner for Loris. He'll get it again. The setup, the pull-up. No good, but a nice heady play by the lefty.
Stoney Creek needs a good look here. And if it takes the rest of the quarter, I don't care. I like how they're starting this. Rangi's got the ball. That's why Coach Tomich called time.
We'll take a timeout with them. 63 seconds left. We're back for the second quarter. What a half we've had. Don't go anywhere. We got a battle in Auburn Hills. Back with more on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Avondale, the Yellow Jackets, 15-1, 8-0, undefeated in the tough OAA Red. They were state champs in 2002. Head coach Tim Morton. And how about notable alums? David Holston. He was a dog, 2005 All-Stater, and played over in Europe for quite some time. Was an MVP in the French League in 2019.
Oui. It's literally all the
Is
French
that the
I know.
extent?
Well, all the French I can say on a broadcast.
Rangi also says we with the left hand. And how about it? The answer. You asked for number 15. That time he got it pretty easily.
He's been the best player on the floor. If Stoney Creek runs their offense through him, I truly think they're going to win the game.
One possession game, the float game for Loris. We've seen it all, mid-range, long distance. Loris is the truth. And he's been the best player tonight for the Yellow Jackets. 5-point game, largest lead for Avondale. top 10 team in the state of Michigan. 16 wins last year, 16 wins the year before. They've been building for this. But it's been impressive under a first-year head coach in Aaron Fox, their longtime assistant.
They said Bourgeois was their best defender. They weren't lying to us. I know he got a foul, but that's darn good work as Backus was trying to get by him. And only a couple seconds to work now.
4.5 seconds until halftime. Backus to trigger, has to hustle, gets it in, throws it away. Watch out, Loris down the runway. Missed the bucket, but he'll get rewarded with 2 shots with evidently no time left. The clock never stopped. And we'll have 2 free throws that could put Avondale up by 7. They once trailed in this game, Evan, by 7 to Stoney Creek in the first.
That could have been absolute disaster. Stoney Creek, there is no reason why Avondale should have touched that basketball again in the first half, but they did. The only bullet you dodged is the fact that you missed the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Just discombobulation on the inbound from Stoney Creek.
Yep.
And yeah, they did not run the clock. They actually didn't run for like a second, but I was doing the quick math in my head.
They made up for it.
That shot did get off in time, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Yep, no doubt. Vance Hardiman, one of the officials, along with Jim Wademan. Terrence Neely is also an official tonight. The free throw is up and good by Avondale's best player by far in this game. It's been Jacoby Loris, 6'5", 175, the senior. And he's done it all, leads him in all 3 main categories. And he sticks it here to make it a 7-point game, 1.1 second left. Rangi serves one across the way, and that's how the first half ends. A 7-point lead for Avondale. But, Evan, it took us a lot of different ways and roads to get here.
Yeah, it really did. Stoney Creek came out guns a-blazing. Excellent game plan. Avondale couldn't make a shot, but they went back to what they do best. Athletic as heck, and then they started making some shots. Real nice close to the half for the Yellow Jackets.
All right, we'll have some highlights and some stats when we come back. Thanks for watching the Prep's coverage of Full Court Prep here on this Friday night. Back with more right after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. So they were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. Dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Welcome back. First half highlights, Evan, in this game. And, hey, it started the way of the Cougars.
Oh, yeah. Heck of a start for Stoney Creek. They get off to a 9-2 run in that first half. But Avondale, as we open the broadcast talking about, why do people like them a lot? A, they play defense. That showed up in the first half. What also showed up? Their depth. Bourgeois got him back in the game in the first quarter. Number 1, slicing and dicing his way to the rim. And then you're going to see more highlights throughout the second quarter of number 5, Jacoby Loris. We asked Avondale's coaching staff in the lead up to this game, when you need points, who are you going to? They said, well, we're probably going to 5 because he's our top scorer, and then we're going to 1. Those are the 2 guys who scored darn near every single point for Avondale in that first half.
Yeah, Bourgeois and Loris combined for 20 of the 25 for the home team, and there you see the float game, the mid-range. As Evan told you, he does it all. But Stoney hanging around. 9 points for Rangi to lead them, 3 points for Backus, Telegatis, and Porwall. Bonds with 2, and Ross with 2 for Avondale. All right, we'll have the second half for you coming up right after these. Thanks for watching our coverage of Stoney Creek and Avondale.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love, Peace, Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi guys, my name is Chloe. I am from West Springfield, Michigan. I love Pure Barre for a number of reasons, but the main reason is the space it provides us members to unwind, get a good workout in, and just come as you are. Love Pure Barre. Love you, Bridget. Go Pure Barre.
Hi, my name is Savannah.
And I'm Tanner, and we're from Farmington Hills, Michigan.
And we love Pure Barre.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and this is my friend Lisa.
Hello.
And we love Pure Barre because it's a great community. I get to work out with great people, and we have any fit level that can come, any age. You get a great workout within an hour. You don't waste time. and you're getting the full effect of Pure Barre. And everyone's fabulous. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessica from Novi, and I love coming here to Pure Barre Novi. It's an awesome workout. I've been coming here for years. It is always challenging, no matter how long you come. I love it. Strength, flexibility, all the best things, but the best part is the wonderful community. There's awesome women to support and encourage each other on our fitness goals.
I have been a member of Pure Barre for 2.5 years, and I love the variety of class formats. I really enjoy the sense of community here. When my daughter's in town, we have our mom and daughter days, working out and talking at the bar. I look forward to class, and I feel great after.
One thing that I love about Pure Barre is that it's low impact, but you get a great workout from it.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy and I am here at Pure Barre Novi, which is the best place in the world. I'm so excited. Did you know that Pure Barre is literally everything? Give it a shot. It's all about accountability and it's all about you.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
Yes. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
My time to shine. He took over. Got it. Splash. And that will put some draws on it. So they were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Second half coming up from Avondale High School. This is one of the top high school basketball teams in Michigan, regardless of division all year. Yellow Jackets come in at 15-1, but Chad, as we're about to start the second half, Stoney Creek has given them a heck of a game so far.
Stoney Creek should be proud of their first half. I think there's a lot more to go.
Yeah.
And the Yellow Jackets of Avondale should be proud as well with the way they responded. They were down 7 points in that first quarter. They came back and they did what they've been doing, scoring offense on their defense. And that's when they were at their best, and they did get their best player to knock down a couple threes in Loris. And lo and behold, here we are, kind of what folks probably thought at the end of the first half, but we didn't get here the way folks, if you just turned it on, would think we did.
Yeah, it's a 7-point cushion for Avondale as we start the third quarter, but Stoney Creek started the game on a 9-2 run, and that's what the first few minutes looked like. Stoney Creek's defense making Avondale real confused.
They have. They've done that all game. I'm a little surprised, but again, tip of the cap, Stoney Creek for forcing that, and we'll see if there's adjustments in the second half that they can remedy.
Telagatis driving inside. The football player got the contact from Max Mall, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Brozy Telagatis, running back in the football team. Just a tough kid, had to come back from an ankle injury. The courage, we've seen courage out of the Cougars. Attacking, going to the paint. This can be an intimidating team in Avondale. They're very athletic. They jump well, and they've got some explosion to them. But Rosie went at them.
Keep this in mind, too, as you look at the standings in the OAA White. That could easily be flipped for Stoney Creek. They've lost 2 games in a row by a combined 5 points. We asked their coaching staff, Chad, right before the game about how of 6 of their losses, 5 of the 6 are by 10 points or less. Half of those are by 4 or less. And we may have another tight one for Stoney Creek again tonight.
And Marco Tomic said, look, he thinks they're learning from those experiences, and it's preparing them for these challenging games they've got, including Avondale tonight and Brother Rice coming up down the road.
Bourgeois dumps it down low. Avondale didn't go a ton with their post presence in the first half.
Lucky to get that pass completed too, Evan. That was a dangerous pass, and I tell you, Avondale's just a little bit out of whack. They've been a good low turnover team this year. They've been different tonight.
Their success came going inside. short shots in the first half. They only made 3 threes, and 2 of those 3 came in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah.
Here's another one coming. Not that time for Loris, and the rebound cleared by Arlinghouse.
Yeah, and if Stoney Creek is going to eliminate offensive rebounds, guys like Arlinghouse have to crash the glass and help out against this Yellow Jacket team.
It's been a tough week for Stoney Creek. A week ago, big rivalry game against Rochester. They lost by 2. They had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter against Lake Orion on Tuesday, lost that game. According to their coaching staff, they said, we just stopped rebounding. We stopped playing like us, and it killed us.
Yeah, they've been in the tight matchups.
Back is shot good. When he gets some room, that is one of the prettier jump shots you'll see.
You want to see guys that can shoot it out of a telephone booth, right? Well, these kids don't know what that is, but he's got that smooth stroke. You love it.
Down to the floor. Rangi helped to create the turnover. Jack Friedenberg got his big body down to the floor, and Stoney Creek starts another half well.
Stoney Creek has had every jump ball in this game. Every jump ball. There's been 3 of them. They've gotten all 3. They've been on the good side of that. There's some good luck that you'll need to knock off a team like Avondale, and something like that's one of them.
Still early in the second half, but this feels like a pivotal possession. Telagatis, drive kick. Arlinghouse, how about that finish? Stoney Creek maybe putting Avondale on upset alert.
Okay, that wasn't on my bingo card. I did not have Arlinghouse going in for an and 1 against that defense, but they're fearless. And how about the pass to get the open space? And Arlinghouse not missing.
Chad, this start to the second half for Stoney Creek looks just like the start to the first half. Same thing.
No, you're exactly right and good point. I mean, you start the game well, you start the half well. Now, they haven't been able to close it. So this is something they've been able to do. We'll see how the rest rolls.
And now you start thinking about what we were talking about earlier. Where does Avondale go to get a basket?
And this is a confusing zone, Evan. They've mixed it up again.
Bonds got bailed out. They call reach-in foul on Quentin Rangi. That's his second foul.
You said it. They got bailed out. Another weak foul. I mean, come on. He lost it, and it had nothing to do with the light contact from back.
Nice 2-man game. Bourgeois got his miss. Missed it again. And this time long rebound to Telagatis. He almost threw it in. He did turn it over. Bourgeois missed again. Loris offensive rebound. There's a lid on the rim. It's still Avondale ball. I don't really know how.
If third time's a charm, what is the fourth?
Caleb Ross tracks it down. Is fourth time the charm for Avondale? We wait and see another foul on Stoney Creek.
What a wild sequence. Avondale can't buy a bucket. Stoney can't grab a rebound. We've got mayhem in Auburn Hills. What a game. Oh, man. A lot of fun and a lot more to come. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
If you've been watching this game and going, you know, that coach for Stoney Creek looks young, it's because he is. Marco Tomic graduated Oakland a couple of years ago. Guy who played at De La Salle, but there was an injury that stopped his playing career. He started coaching CYO ball at St. Anne's when he was still in high school. And he is getting this Stoney Creek group to believe. They finally rebound the ball. Arlinghouse got the miss. They can tie with a 2 on this possession.
Yeah, Tomic is a rising star, and Backus is going to draw the foul, but another Arlinghouse rebound coming in crashing, and that's the second foul.
We've talked about how Stoney Creek has played all these close games. 6 losses this year, 5 by 10 or less, 3 by 4 or less, including their last 2 games. Maybe tonight is the night where they bake through and get a big win against one of the state's best.
Well, you nailed it. And that Lake Orion loss, that one hurt a little deeper because that was a game they thought they should have had.
Backus thought about it and got another foul. That's on Loris, as the fouls are really racking up here for Avondale.
They are. That was the last foul to give. You see Backus, though. He's physical, gets in the paint, and he gets a foul on Loris. That's big. That's his first, but the fourth team foul, and they're in the bonus the rest of the way.
We're not even halfway into this third quarter. Rangi still got it. How about that spin? We are tied.
That's an ace for Rangi. How about it? Tied at 25. They battled back from down 7, Evan.
They've scored all 7 in the third quarter. Avondale needs a basket in the worst way. Burton inside. Rebound. Friedenberg's got it. And Stoney Creek can take the lead. Telagatis blocked. Avondale D shows up. They're pushing. Ross on the move. Gave it up. Avondale leads again. Loris has 14.
That's the assist man Ross, the sophomore, part of that cornerstone with the big boy Fields, just 10th graders. That's the future.
It took half the quarter for Avondale to score. Backus has been matched up. He got that spin on Bourgeois. Oh, he did everything right but make the shot.
And Avondale's getting second and third chances. Stoney Creek is not getting any second chances. So at some point, it's going to start to melt away.
Bourgeois with 11. Bourgeois and Loris have combined for 25 of the 29 Avondale points.
It's an important 4-0 run for Avondale. He's trying to force another turnover.
Backus, big shot. Missed a couple in a row. Avondale trying to run, but the pass from Burton was poor.
It is. We're going to get a hockey line change for Stoney Creek. And Avondale's been heated up in this game. Some of it has been self-imposed, and some of it we've got to give credit to Stoney Creek on. But this is a game that's going to come down to the fourth quarter, and we get substitutions and fresh legs here.
One of those guys is in. Watch out for number 4, Millen Porwall for Stoney Creek. Chad, you were on this in the first half. He's played limited minutes all year. He's playing big minutes tonight. Rangi lost the ball. Let's watch out for Max Mall, too. Number 4 for Avondale. Their best shooter who's had a cold night. He heats up. Stoney Creek's got issues. Mall with room. Burton, drive. Floater, no, but a shooting foul, and he's off to the free throw line.
And those are the things that Max Mall is doing now that maybe he wasn't doing as much when he first entered the lineup and started with his team. It was a new team for him, but you see that he was okay giving it up and getting it into the hands of Burton, and that was just a pass of a guy that, hey, look, it hasn't been his night. Might be his night at some point, but he gave it up for the greater good. That's what this offense has been like.
Well, think about this, too, for Avondale. We've talked all night about how good Aaron Fox's team has been. 15-1 record. Consensus top 10 team in the state of Michigan, regardless of class. But they win a lot of games by a lot. 11 of their wins this year by basically 18 points per game. This could be valuable to play a tight game like this because they want to play games like this the rest of the year.
Yeah, good point.
Backus jumper, and he's missed 3 in a row.
It's big for Avondale, but they've given him too much space. He should be highlighted on that scouting report, and he's getting way too many open looks if you're Avondale.
Backus has got it again. Backus, what a move. He got that one to drop.
Oh, Ernie with a capital E, breaking ankles and dropping it in from deep deuce land.
His dad, Chris, back in the day, playing for Country Day. Would love to see that. Answer on the other end for Bourgeois.
Jaden Bourgeois doing his thing. Yep, covered Country Day, as you know, a couple days ago on the Prep. St. Mary's and Country Day. renewing that rivalry. Chris was a big part of that rivalry in the late 80s, early 90s.
Been a busy week on the Prep. Couple of St. Mary's games, great King-Denby game last night, and this one darn good too. The answer for Stoney Creek. Friedenberg up and in. I beg your pardon, that's Isaac Pipus, who hasn't been playing big minutes recently. That was a big bucket late in the third.
Well, you got his twin tower brother, and they have yet to go to him. But when you're 6'7" and you're able to score and finish inside, maybe that's an area you sniff again.
Inside the zone, Fields, powerful finish.
Beautiful move by Fields, just a sophomore, and this is a part of the future. Boy, what a combo with Ross and Fields they've got for some years to come.
Rangi spin, kick, 3. Pipus offensive rebound.
Nothing wrong with a little piping in. Not many second chance opportunities in this game, Evan, for Stoney.
Rangi drive, off glass, good again. Quentin Rangi, the answer for the Cougars.
I want to see his grades in geometry. I mean, this is Tim Duncan place team in the white. This is not a 5th place team in the white in Stoney Creek, despite what that tells you on the standings earlier.
Avondale planned for the final shot of a third that has seen Stoney Creek get back in the game. Loris inside, got his miss, missed it again, and we are to the 4th. It was a 7-point cushion for one of the top teams in the state, the Avondale Yellow Jackets, coming into the 3rd. But Stoney Creek, under first-year head coach Marko Tomic, is trying to give him his first signature upset win. We got a ball game on a cold Friday night.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Aaron Fox, first-year head coach at Avondale, but he spent the last 4 years, Chad, as one of their top assistants. And Coach was telling us in the lead up to this game, it feels like to the whole state that we've come out of nowhere, but the last 2 years, we've won 16 games. Remember, this is an Avondale team that has a state championship in their past. They beat Grand Rapids South Christian in Class B in 2002. They're 15-1. They are correctly regarded, Avondale is, as one of the top teams in the state. But tonight, they are getting all they can handle from Stoney Creek.
The admiration, the respect that Aaron Fox has gotten in his first year as the head coach has been a seamless transition and an impressive one. And you can tell how he cares for these kids. He's got a great bench of assistants as well.
Burton gets the miss. Burton, another miss.
Arlinghouse distracted that, Evan.
Stoney Creek down 7 at halftime. This 3 could tie it. Telagatis does tie it.
Brosie's starting to brose, and that's a huge one. He's a clutch player in football, toting that rock, and he's done it again here in Auburn Hills. We got a game on our hands as if we didn't know.
Maul, he got it from the parking lot.
Maxwell does it. What an addition for Avondale. They get him coming over from Rochester, and he kind of completes this team, doesn't he?
His first made shot of the night. Arlinghouse stepped out of bounds. Loris forced him out.
And that's the defense he plays. You talked about it earlier. Loris is a guy that can really work you on that baseline. Little handsy there, but never mind that. This kid's a real big-time defender to go with that offense at 15.5 points a game.
Stoney Creek has never led in this half, but they were down by 7 coming into the 3rd. They've tied it multiple times. Avondale has weathered that storm all night.
And the longer they stay in this game, the more confidence it breeds. The longer they stick around, they've overcome leads. Their confidence is there right now.
Well, that's what Marco Tomic, the head coach for Stoney Creek, told us in the lead up to this game. I told the group, it's about us tonight. Let's just make plays and see where we're at. Well, they are in this game. Talagatis blocked. Rangi tracks down the miss. Oh my goodness! Arlinghouse with the hottest of heat checks, and we have a foul on Friedenberg, his third.
Yeah, that was blue torch hot, and hey, some courage, some huevos, but I mean, this is not the shot that Marco Tomic wanted.
All thought about it. Keep this in mind coming down the stretch. No shot clock in Michigan high school basketball. So the possessions can get patient down the stretch of games like this. Fields fighting for the miss, but it's Tarangi.
Great defensive wall up, and Fields a nice move, just couldn't finish it.
Rangi spinning again. His floater is true.
His last name's Rangi, but he's rangy, and plays like that just show it. This kid's a great athlete.
Flashing two at Mall. Again, they've been doing that all night on Avondale's best scorer, their best shooter. Whips it inside to Fields. Muscling it up and in. Chance for three.
Dakari Fields is a player. Watch out. The athleticism, the footwork, the patience, all of it. Impressive. And he also draws a big foul on the Cougars' top player.
Yeah, Friedenberg, that's the fourth foul on him. For now, Quentin Rangi comes out of the game.
Okay, it was on Friedenberg.
Yeah, but that's still interesting by Marco Tomic to take Rangi out here in a three-point game. That's kind of curious.
It is. Papis will check in for some of that size, but yeah, you're right. We'll see what's up his sleeve here. Going small ball.
Fields miss. Bourgeois got it, and he missed it. Stoney Creek dodged one.
I feel like Avondale's just missed some shots tonight that they usually make, especially in this building. Give Stoney Creek credit, but we've seen Avondale finish better this year in previous games.
It's the third foul on Jacoby Loris. He's the Avondale player and the worst foul trouble. One of the top teams in the state, the 15-1 Avondale Yellow Jackets. Against Stoney Creek, 9-6. Lost twice within the last week by a combined 5 points. Is tonight their night? Talagatis bumped and fouled by Ross.
Just the second team foul in this quarter. So that's a good situation for Avondale as Rangi returns.
Quick rest for number 15 in blue and gold, who has 15 points tonight. They've got it in his hands. Talagatis thought about it. Back to Quentin Rangi. Outside three. Talagatis off of Ross. Still Stoney Creek basketball.
There's a lot of grit, a lot of hustle in this team. I'd love to see Stoney Creek offensively get a better shot. I feel like they've been able to get better shots. Good job by Avondale to force them outside the line.
Rangi gets by Loris. Quentin Rangi, yes! It's back to a one-point game.
It's just uncanny the way this guy can score in so many different ways, but at the rim and attacking, a heady, smart player, Ivy League prospect.
Basketball's not even a sport, it's tennis.
Right.
Nice find inside, and Fields has provided big minutes in the fourth quarter. A lot going on. We got to take a timeout to catch our breath. Avondale, one of the state's top teams, is trying to survive upset-minded Stoney Creek.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Chad, I know we got to give a certain member of the Avondale community a little love.
How about their manager? And he's more than a manager. This guy loves Avondale, and they've loved him back. Andrew Zankis, the manager for this basketball team. Since 2018, he's been the manager for basketball and football, and he gives back. And the head coach, Coach Fox, said, look, this is a guy that he knows how to win. He wants these guys to win. He reiterates what we say, and who could forget that OAA win over Holly. Andrew Zankis, a huge part of Avondale athletics and has been for a long time, and a proud graduate of the Yellow Jackets.
Their basketball team's having a heck of a year, but they're facing down Stoney Creek, who will not go away. Arlinghouse hit it from a different zip code.
Arlinghouse from the outhouse. How about it?
We are tied. Coming up on 3.5 to go. Loris thought about it, wouldn't pull the trigger. Avondale so deep, they got depth. But the question is, who will make the big shots for them in games like this? Loris will take it. Offensive rebound, Fields, lost it. Rangi on the one. Quentin Rangi, no! Backus fighting for it. Stoney Creek's got it. And a reset. Arlinghouse! If he hit that shot, my goodness. Ross. Bourgeois. Collision, no whistle. Stoney Creek's got it. And they'll slow it up.
What action.
Joey Miller, yes! Stoney Creek leads.
The Cougars starting to flex a little bit, feeling confident. It continues to grow. They get it from the defensive end. They're getting it from sources that are their number 3 and 4 and 7 scorers, like Joey Miller with a take like that. What?
His first basket of the night has given Stoney Creek the lead on Avondale, one of the top teams, forget just in Metro Detroit, but in the entire state. Stoney Creek has a first-year head coach, Marko Tomic, who told us last week before their rivalry game that they lost by 2 points to Rochester. This whole year for our program is about letting people know that Stoney Creek's not going anywhere. We're coming. Well, they're playing, according to us, the number 3 team in Metro Detroit in the Avondale Yellow Jackets, and they ain't blinking. They were down by 7 at halftime. This is pretty remarkable.
You bet. It's Hawaiian night as well. And look, everybody's looking to have a little fun. And right now, Stoney Creek is having fun on the road, and they're feeling it. And when you've got multiple guys that have chipped in, this builds even bigger for a team because it becomes bigger. More people are involved in cooking whatever recipe's brewing right here, and it could be an upset that's brewing.
Noah Bonds has got it off the inbound. Can Avondale survive the upset-minded Cougars of Stoney Creek? Ross got it inside. Nice find, Bourgeois. We're tied again.
What a find. Got his guy in the right spot. Good dial-up by Aaron Fox. And we're level again.
And how quick does Stoney Creek go? Tie game, no shot clock. It would be adventurous to play for the final shot, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not, but it's a little bit out of what they want to do offensively, and this is a smart timeout by Marko Tomic to talk it over. I think they've been playing so free, so loose. If there's a shot, take it. If there's not, fine. I don't think they go for the final shot just to get them out of rhythm a bit, but who knows? Marko Tomic, we'll see what he dials up. It's an interesting scenario and multiple ways you can go.
Again, this Stoney Creek team, 5 of their 6 losses this year by 10 or less. They have 3 losses this year that are by 4 points or less. Games like this are the games we love covering, and there is still time for your program this year to get spotlighted and to get highlighted by the PreP, whether it be in the regular season or going into playoff coverage as well. If you want a high-level professional broadcast of your high school program like this, contact us, info@theprepsports.com. Slots are still available down the stretch, Chad. It feels crazy to say, but we're only 5-6 weeks away from teams playing for state championships at the Breslin Center.
You're not lying, and this 10-game win streak is on the line. We've got big games coming, some senior nights, and folks want to get on the air. We'd love to get them. But Stoney Creek trying to spoil it, and this has been a team in Avondale that has won a lot, and they have not lost since the 20th of December. Their only loss was to Freeland at Saginaw Valley State, 70-56.
2 minutes to go. Ernie Backus has got it. Quentin Rangi's been the story. Joey Miller, strong. Rebound, Bonds. Avondale comes up quick.
And I think that's okay of a shot. Miller's scored on that previous drive, had a chance and a good look there. A lot of game left here.
Now, how does Avondale play this? Coming up on 90 seconds to go.
2 fouls to give for Avondale, 1 foul to give for Stoney Creek.
Maul's their top 3-point shooter. Loris, their top scorer, is going to the line.
Love it. Put it in number 5's hands. Let him attack. They didn't settle. I love that for the Yellow Jackets. Look at this. Sees a gap, gets through there, and doesn't settle. He's made a couple threes tonight. He feels good from out there. He gets the higher percentage option, and he goes to the line where he's been nails tonight.
75% on the year. He's Avondale's top free throw shooter. And he's got one more coming with Avondale back in front. Got them both. One of the top teams in the state leads again. Stoney Creek all night has had pixie dust. Is there any left? Big foul, the 4th on Jacoby Loris.
Yep, the team's 3rd, still has 1 more to give. But it's bigger that it's his 4th foul, as you mentioned.
Backus to inbound to Rangi. 1 minute to go in a classic at Avondale High School. Rangi, drive and block. Bonds send it out of bounds.
Bonds says, get that thing out of here. Played behind Rangi, didn't foul him. Impressive defense, smart play by Noah Bonds, who puts up 7 and 7.
Backus got it inside. Working on Bourgeois all night. Closed out that time.
Yes, he did, and that was a huge closeout because Backus hits that step backer.
Arlinghouse drive. Oh, was pinned at the rim. Loris, wow. And a foul on Miller. We got to watch that back. Jacoby Loris with one of the defensive plays of the season for Avondale.
Swallowed it up on the glass. Loris just electric off the floor and comes in and just, whoom, 2-hand pin. That's a statement. That's an emotional play, too, and it leads to a foul the other way.
Got to make your free throws, though. That's a big miss. It'll stay 1-possession game, even if Loris makes the second.
Yeah, and this is a big one. And this is a guy that's a clutch player for him. Leading scorer.
17 in the game. Timeout, we'll take it with him. 35 seconds to go. Can Avondale survive Stoney Creek?
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
All right, let's reset the situation. Avondale leads by 3. Stoney Creek's got the ball. 35 seconds to go, Chad. Avondale's got 1 foul to give. Is there a thought eventually to foul Stoney Creek up 3 and not risk them making a tying 3?
No, I don't think so. There's so much pride in the Avondale defense, and they feel that they can get a stop without that. And Stoney hasn't done enough from the three-point line to fear it. I don't think you do that, but we'll see what happens on this set.
Clock running. Avondale has that 1 foul to give. When do they give it? Can Stoney Creek get up a shot first? They appear to be playing for tying 3. Backus drive. Rangi's got it. He dribbled it off his foot. Caleb Ross trying to dribble out the clock. And there's the Stoney Creek foul with 7.8 to go.
Yep. Not the guy that would do a self-inflicted wound like that, but hey, look, the pressure by Avondale will make you do things like that. And Rangi off his toe after the closeout by Bonds. And credit Avondale for forcing that play, forcing the turnover, and a chance to perhaps ice this thing right now with Ross.
You know, down the road, Chad, I think Avondale's going to be happy they played this game. 15-1. A team that, among their 15 wins this year, 11 by double digits. Basically, they're winning games by 18 points per game this year. They want to play games like this against good teams that they've got to close out down the stretch. And on a night where, yeah, Bourgeois and Loris were good, but a lot of their guys that usually show up didn't. Bond steal. Oh, it's good for Loris. They're loving it at Avondale. That's the finish. Our first look this year at one of the state's top teams. The Yellow Jackets were tested by a Stoney Creek program that's only getting better and better. But tonight, Avondale showed their championship-type medal. We're back to wrap it up from Avondale High right after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
My time to shine. He took over. Got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. So they were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
You know, the thing with Avondale all year long is they've been one of the state's top teams, but they're really balanced. So the question all year has been, when someone's got to score for the Yellow Jackets in a close game, who's going to do it? The guy sitting to my right, Jacoby Loris, did it tonight. He's our G of the game. 19 points, but I want to first talk about the defensive play you made late in the fourth quarter. You literally did like a two-handed volleyball spike across the rim to basically save the game. What were you thinking about on that play?
I just seen my teammate Max Moore. He kind of like closed them off so he couldn't get the rim. And at practice, you always talk about it. If they throw it up at the end of the game, I'm going to go and get it. So I just thought, go pin the ball, and that's what I did.
You know, here on the Prep, we've been lucky this year to see a lot of really good teams across the state. We've seen Rockford and East Lansing and East Kenwood. And coming into tonight, we couldn't wait to watch you guys because you're one of the best teams in the state this year. Why do you think this Avondale team this year has the potential to make a deep run and maybe get to the Breslin Center?
Just our coaching, you know, our coaches are really great. Deron Nunnery and Aaron Fox, you know, they push us hard every day, you know. We prepare for this game well, and our defense is our number one thing, you know. So every day at practice, we preach defense, defense, defense. We might not always make our shots, but that's something that we feel like we can rely on.
You know, this game especially, you guys, you win a lot of games and you win them by a lot of points. You're winning games by like 20 points per game this year. So how valuable do you think it is to play a game like this where Stoney Creek wouldn't go away and it was very much in doubt in the fourth
I feel
quarter?
like that's a really good game, really good team. They have some good players, you know, and we just need to get ready for that because in the playoffs, we never know what's going to happen. It could be a close game, it could be a blowout, but we always need to be prepared for any situation we're put in.
Okay, and then the last one, the most important question. You can see it. This guy has the best hair in the state. The poor G of the game hat can barely stay on his head because of the afro. We were joking on the air. You may or may not know the Pistons used to play down the road at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Ben Wallace had a fro, so thank God there's still a basketball player with an afro in Auburn Hills. I love it, man.
Thank you.
How long did it take to grow out that hair?
I've been growing it out for about 2 years now. I actually cut it, and then I just wanted to grow it out.
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Hey, you got to look good to play good. You played good tonight, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Heck of a win for the Avondale Yellow Jackets, one of the state's top teams. They survive a very good Stoney Creek team tonight. We're back to Avondale High School to wrap it up right after this. Hang tight.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com. Well, on paper, you had the top team in the OAA red against the 5th place team in the OAA white. And folks might think, well, why is this the game of the week? Well, because things like this happen in high school basketball, and matchups like this, Evan, sometimes create fun matchups. And tonight we saw a fast start by the Cougars right away to know that they meant business from the beginning.
Yeah, you could tell. Marko Tomic came in with an excellent game plan for his group. Start of the first half, start of the second half. They really went at Avondale. But I was so impressed listening to what Jacoby was just telling us as we wrapped up the broadcast. He played great, 19 points. But you could tell Avondale's got their identity too. And what did he say? It's what we said on the broadcast. We know our defense travels. There are some nights where we're not going to make shots, and there were times they were missing shots tonight. But what got them to the finish line? What basically won them the game? Jacoby Loris's block in the final couple minutes of the game. It was that defense that won it for Avondale. And who knows how far they go this year? They certainly have the potential. They're a darn good team. They're 16-1. What can get them to go far is that defense and that versatility and that relentlessness. Stoney Creek's so much better than their 9-7 record. Unfortunately for them, all but one of their losses now are by 10 points or less. They're close. Starting very soon, these close losses are going to turn into wins. But tonight, what did you learn about Avondale if you haven't checked them out before? They're balanced, they're athletic as heck, and they clearly have winning DNA because there were long stretches tonight where it did not look like they were going to win this game.
No, it didn't. They trailed by 7 in the game. They led by 7, but in between it was pretty much a 5-point game, and back and forth we went, but the Cougars were unable to hold on to that lead. Some turnovers from that Avondale defense started rearing their ugly head, and evidently enough, that defense would come back and strike, and the last 6 points were scored off of the defense, the turnovers, and tonight it was just too much in the end. Avondale holds true, wins their 11th straight game of the year in their 16th win. And they were led, as Evan said, by the 19 points from Loris. They got 15 from Bourgeois. He showed some big-time skills, and so did Fields, the big fella, the sophomore. And we saw some Ross plays as well. He led the way with 6 dimes. And, I mean, this was a full Avondale effort. We can see why there was good and highly touted. But they'll have to do some other work if they're going to get by some of the big boys later on in the tournament.
Yeah, I think the thing that will potentially get Avondale later in the playoffs is they're not that big, right? Dakari Fields is a nice depth piece off the bench size-wise, but he's not going to start for you. So they will win games with their athleticism, but what may get them later on in the playoffs is the lack of size. But they got a great coach, and Aaron Fox can coach around that. I'm very curious to see how far Avondale can go. I'm just flat impressed by both these teams tonight. I think Stoney Creek proved that their program's only going to get better and better. They are very, very well coached, and Avondale proved that they were a very good team this year. That was a heck of a basketball game.
Sure was. Rangi led the way for the Cougars, 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 points for Bacchus to go with 5 assists, and Teledegas with 6 for Arlinghouse. And the Cougars come up short tonight. Avondale holds on, and they will maintain their position in the top 10 in the state of Michigan. We'll have more basketball coming on Sunday. Motor City Cruise basketball at 5 against Memphis. Want to thank our talented crew for making this broadcast possible. And it starts with the captain, Alex Westfall, your executive producer, Mr. Sonnenberg down on the end doing all kinds of work. Austin Sonnenberg on replay tonight. Evan Westfall on camera 3. The Hunt Man, Rob Hunter on audio and on graphics. Pat the Stat on statistics along with Matt Zankus. Special shout out to Detroit Country Days former quarterback Terry Zankus, who's in the house. Great to see T back at Avondale where he's highly respected. Kyle Buchanan on a camera, and Fish is up there somewhere swimming around. And we thank Jared Clark as well for coming on board. That's going to do it for my partner, Evan Stockton. My name is Chad Bush. Special thanks to Avondale and Stoney Creek for making it possible. Your final score tonight, a 7-point win for number 7 Avondale. Have a great night, everybody. So long.